suppose you found all the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. The question is, now what? It turns out you can put the eigenvalues and eigenvectors in a particularly nice form, which is sometimes called diagonalization. And so the question is, find the diagonal, and P, technically called invertible, such that A is PDP inverse, where A was or the matrix we were talking about, so 1, 6, 5, 2. So I do want to say, usually I will not tell you find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. Usually I will tell you put this A in this. Yeah. And I will tell you how to do it, of course, but I do want to tell you sort of the interpretation of this. So interpretation. A is PDP inverse. If you actually ignore this P and P inverse, it kind of tells you that A is like D. A is like D. So in other words, it behaves the same way as D. It's a bit like an avatar, if you want. And in fact, there's an optional video that will be attached, which explains this quite nicely in terms of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. But we will also see really instances of this when we'll talk about matrix exponentials, which is in some instances of the course, it's a topic of that course. All right, how do we do this? So first, let's find D, and then let's find P. So I would like to remind you, the eigenvalues are lambda equals 7 and lambda equals -4. And it turns out those will be the diagonal entries of D. So to find D, you just put 7 and -4 on the diagonals. So 7, 7, 0, -4. And this is what's called a diagonal matrix. Diagonal means everything not on the diagonal is 0. And by the way, yes, it's okay to write -4007, but you would have to be careful with the eigenvectors, which I'll do now. Now I would like to remind you, for lambda equals 7, we found the eigenvector 1, 1. And for lambda equals -4, we found -6, 5. And so what is our P? So careful. Because you chose 7, 0, 0, -4, the first column has to be for lambda equals 7, and the second column has to be for lambda equals 4. And all you do, you put your eigenvectors. So we had 1, 1 and -6, 5. So once again, I want to emphasize, once you chose D, then P is determined. So note, suppose if you chose D is -4, 0, 0, 7, so James Bond, then P would be now an eigenvector corresponding to -4, so -6, 5, and an eigenvector corresponding to 7. So once again, once you chose the eigenvalues, it gives you the eigenvectors. And again, now it's a bit mysterious, but we will see why this is useful later on. But I do want to tell you why this works. So why does it have to do with eigenvalues and eigenvectors? Well, let's try to calculate A times P. So 1, 6, 5, 2. And then let's choose the matrix before. So 1, 1, minus 6, 5. Now, multiplying two matrices, it turns out from linear algebra, it's the same as applying the same matrix to both columns. So that's 1, 6, 5, 2 times 1, 1, and then 1, 6, 5, 2 times minus 6, 5. And now remember, those are not random vectors, but eigenvectors. So that's 7 times 1, 1, and then minus 4 times times minus 6, 5. And once again, from linear algebra, if you multiply two columns of a matrix, it's like multiplying by a diagonal matrix to the right. So 1, 1, minus 6, 5, and then 7, 0, 0, minus 4. In fact, it makes sense if you do it from right to left. So it's minus 1 times 7, 0, 0, and then 0 minus 4, etc. And this is the same thing in terms of our definitions as P times D. So what we get is AP. AP is PD, like PDD is PD. And then if you multiply by P inverse on the right side, so AP P inverse equals PD P inverse. This cancels out, and you do indeed get A equals PD P inverse. So it was important that the columns of P are eigenvectors because precisely of this step. Otherwise, we would just have gotten some gibberish. And once again, the interpretation is A is like D. Feel free to watch the next video for more clarification, and we will see how this is useful for solving systems of ODEs.